This is Sports Chasers, where real fans get real sports talk. No hot takes, no narratives, just objective perspective, honest debate, and everything happening across the sports landscape. Now, let's join the chase.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers, man. We're live here tonight. It's on a Tuesday night, man. We decided to go live tonight, man, not to wait till Thursday, man. Hey, college football has crowned a new national champion, man. The Indiana Hoosiers, they won the game 27-21 last night down in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium, man. And, hey, good game. That's all I wanted. Hey, just a nice, good, competitive game. A lot of opportunities were missed. But we'll get into it. Like I said, we're not going to be long with this, man. But good game. We just want to make sure we cover it for all you guys out there and fans. Let's before we do all that, you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also hit the bells for all the notification. And those that listen to the sound of my voice on the podcast side, you give me that 5-star review. 5-star review. Love us or hate us. Let us know how we're doing here at the Sports Chasers. Let's meet the crew. Ryan, what's up, man? How are you tonight, sir?
What's good, fellas? What's good? What's good?
What's good, man? Appreciate you tonight, man. E, what's going on? The angry one.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? How y'all living out there?
We're living good. We're living good,
bro.
Good, living good, man. So I'm going to jump on right into it, man. On last night, tonight we talk about one of the most unbelievable seasons in college football history. A team that went from middling to perfect, and to the process, we wrote the narrative of what's possible in sports, man. But we'll get into all that. Number one, Indiana Hoosiers versus number 10 Miami Hurricanes in the 2025 College Football Playoff National Championship game. Indiana defeated, as I said, Miami 27-21 to secure the national title game, finishing a perfect 16-0 season and capturing the first CFP National Championship game in program's history. Fernando Mendoza, he's the Heisman Trophy winner, who delivered clutch plays, including a critical 12-yard fourth down touchdown run late in the game. And that's right, that was crucial. And I even called it out. I said, man, here we go again. These coaches chasing points, and this happened to work out for them, man. Miami mounted a second half rally, but ultimately came up short. The Hurricanes played their best season in decades, reaching the CFP final. Here's some historical significance. Indiana became only the second team in college football history to finish 16-0. An extraordinary turnaround from record recent years. I believe Yale, something back in the early 1900s, finished 16-0. But we'll just go let's get into the game real quick, man. I'll start with Ryan. Ryan, your thoughts on the game and some of the flows, ebbs and flows. You know, there was not really much in the first half, man. But go ahead, Ryan.
I thought both teams showed a lot of respect for each other's defense, because both teams basically played it very close to the vest. Not many shots down the field early. I thought the Canes wanted to run the ball, but I thought their run game was too much counters. Just hit it. It was slow developing run plays, especially when you know that we know that you want to establish the run. I thought Indiana's defensive line held their own in the first half, shutting down the Miami's run game. Like I text you guys, I was shocked that Miami couldn't run the ball. And the reason why they couldn't run the ball is because everything was like a counter play. It was like a slow developing run play where a faster D line can make moves and try to get there. Whereas, and if you just hit the hole with your big mauling guys, you just get on top of them early and let the running back just do his thing. And you saw that
right
on the first drive, when Fletcher broke that 50-yard run. It was just, hey, one move, boom, no, and just a quick handoff, and you just run to the outside. I thought Miami should have run to the outside a little bit more. They didn't do that. But in the second half, Miami opened it up a little bit more because they were down 10-0. They couldn't get any first downs. And what did I say, yesterday in our prediction show? I said time of possession was going to be the key. And I'm shocked that Indiana basically had, I want to say 10 more minutes of time of possession, because Beck could not convert third downs. And he's been converting third downs all through the playoffs. So I got to give kudos to Indiana, but I also got to give kudos to the Canes, because we've seen this Indiana team steamroll teams when they get up, and it's just like an avalanche. So kudos to them. But I thought both teams was playing it close to the vest. They made their adjustment. And to be honest with you, man, the missed field goal at the end, that's 3 points right there. And the block kick, the block punt basically was the game. Basically both teams played to a standstill. And that was the game. And for as great as Malachi Tony is, and I don't care what anybody says, that guy was the best player on the field last night. Because let's be honest, Mendoza didn't have a good game. He had good moments getting the fourth down conversions, but he didn't throw for any touchdowns. Malachi had what? I believe that long run, that big touchdown, catches here and there, and not to mention he's the youngest player on the field in a game where you have Indiana. Average age is the same as an NFL team. He just turned 18 years old, and he was the best player on the field. That's what my eyes told me. He was the best player. He's been the best player for the Canes all season. So the block kick, man, the block punt. And I will say this. I will say this. You cannot go for a fair catch at your 5-yard line. At that point, it's already at the 5-yard line. If it's at the 2-3 yard line, who cares? It might bounce into the end zone. I was always taught that if you're at the 10-yard line, you let the ball go, and hopefully it goes and you get a touchback. And that changed the game. And not only that, they were in safe punt. They weren't even trying to block it. But number 87, who's on the outside, made no contact. There should be no confusion. You're on the outside, and the other end of the Indiana's defensive lineman is on the outside. That's your guy. And he just whiffed. It was and that was the difference in the game. Because Miami had all the momentum.
Yes, they did. And you're right. You said Mendoza didn't play well. Some people will he had moments, and remember in the second half, if I recall, he didn't complete a pass until early in the fourth quarter, man. So was given, he wasn't having the best of things until I believe the earliest in the fourth quarter. That's when he completed the pass. Shout out to my people at 19 Media Group for chiming in. Appreciate you. Yeah, and it did take a lot of stones for him going through it. And I'll go back to that again, man. And I said it in our chat. I was like, man. I said, here we go again. The coaches chasing points. 4th and 7. I said, man, why don't y'all just kick it, man? But go ahead, Ryan.
And kudos to Mendoza, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he didn't have a stellar, game as far as stat-wise, he made all the big plays when it was needed. And sometimes that's what you need. Just opportune times, make the right play. And we didn't see that from Beck. We got that from Beck against Ole Miss in that last drive, and I thought he was going to do the same thing. I just, for the life of me, it's 51 seconds left. You just got a first down, and you're at your 40-yard line. There's plenty of time.
Yes, you
can tell Indiana's defense was on its heels with the short passing. They were terrified of Malachi Tony, and Marion. You can tell his job was to just run a fly route, to have the DB and the safety converge to him, so you can have the middle and the other side open, where you can work the middle of the field and get a first down, or the sideline. That's what they were doing the whole drive. I just don't understand what Beck saw in that play. And even if you're gonna make that pass, you have to throw it in the back of the end zone where only your guy has an opportunity to catch the ball. He threw the ball 10 yards short. Like, yep. I just understand. I don't understand 87, the whiff, block on the punt, on the block punt, and that play, and that was the game. Period. Those two teams played an equal game, but the mistakes Miami made cost them.
100%. E, what you got on this real quick? You'll tie up at the end. What was Beck looking at? Because E's our X and O's guys on the show. Yeah. Go ahead, E.
Yo, man, Exactly. What were you looking at? Right? We all seen it. And just like what Ryan just said, the ball placement was absolute trash. If you would have threw that over the back shoulder, that is the only place you can make that pass so only your man can get it. You threw that toward the end part of the field. Why? And it wasn't like there was no disguise. The safety started backpedaling before they even hiked the ball. So what were you
Right.
Anyway, just like we said, this was a great game. Maybe not a great game. It was a very good game in my opinion. But this Indiana team is built different. They are not going to beat themselves. And even though it was
Correct.
dink and dunk, they took what Miami gave them. Now, both teams came in, coming in basically to me, did not play a defense quite like the other teams. So that speed that Tony has, I don't think they've seen anything like that, and they had to respect it. Do not let this guy get past us.
Welcome to Miami.
So just like you said, on that play, it was designed for the out route to clear out everything underneath, and you can have your options underneath. Beck got happy. He seen that corner kind of dip off, and he got happy. Just bad. To me, it was a bad decision because you had other places to go that was more solid. But you had that throw. You had to make that throw perfectly in order to get anything out of it, and he failed to do so. Hats off to Indiana. Great season. Hats off to Miami. Great season. There's nothing for neither team to hold their heads down on or anything like that. Miami had a phenomenal season. He represented the ACC with class. And they just fell a little bit short, man. You can't come into a title game and not play your best game. And even though Miami played a hell of a game, you just made too many mental lapses, even though it was less than 3, maybe the whole game. It was enough for Indiana to take this one.
Great point. And two, even if you saw something on that play, right, and you said, okay, I can fit it in there. That's not the time to do it, because if say he did score a touchdown, you're only gonna be up 1, and you're giving the Heisman Trophy winner time to get in the field goal range. So play it out. Do what you did against Ole Miss, matriculating the ball down the field, taking what the defense gives you, like the angry one just said. Take what the defense gives you. They were terrified. He just dumped it down, checked it down to the running back, and he got 11 yards prior. No reason to go for the home run play, because even if you hit it, you're going to be giving Mendoza the ball back with 50 seconds, 49 seconds left just to get in the field goal range. I just don't get it.
Again, I think I said I know I said yesterday afternoon, man. I said, man, I don't trust Beck, man. And that mistake, like you said, and I'll go by the numbers I just pulled up here about, and Ryan said it best, about this game was evenly matched up. First downs, Indiana with 20, Miami with 15. The total net yards, Miami 342, Indiana 317. I think after the third quarter they were tied. If I saw that mistake, if I saw that net yards rushing, 110 for Miami, 131 for Indiana, and also and what was the killer though? That one turnover, man. And like you said, Ryan, they had plenty of time. There was something left. Yo, relax. Take what the defense is giving you. I would say Indiana's defense last night, it was on some bend don't break, because they haven't faced somebody like this, man. And like you said, with Tony and how outstanding he played and how much of a player he is, they absolutely were frightened and scared and all those adjectives when it comes to them, man. But this is what we wanted. We wanted a really good game. I'm like you, E. I'm not going to say this is the greatest game ever. None of that stuff, man. But this was a well-played game. shout out to both teams. Miami has nothing to hold their heads back. Is the U back? I'm glad that they're back and they're doing some things. As far as coming back, and Cristobal, he's done an excellent job, man, of getting the Hurricanes back to where they're at, man. So that's all.
I want to just add this.
Go ahead.
When you guys was on yesterday, I chimed in the chat that I thought that Miami's defense would have been the ones to, if it came down to it, is like what Ryan said. If they would have scored, you would have gave Mendoza all this time for a comeback, and all he had to do was get in field goal range. I honestly would have took those chances a lot better than Beck trying to drive to lead a comeback. That's just me, because he's good, but he's shaky at best. That's just my opinion.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. What I mean by that, everyone, is you don't want Mendoza to have the ball last with time left, only needing a field goal. So why even take a deep shot? Just do it. And to Beck's credit, we just saw him do it. We saw him against Ole Miss on that final drive. He was exceptional. He was fantastic. And he was on the verge to do it again. And he just made that ill-advised, bad read, and that's always the knock on him. He'll always do something crazy at the end to make you scratch your head. Miami's 2 losses. SMU on an interception to end the game. Louisville, an interception to end the game. That's what I'm saying. Just there's no need for you to try to hit the home run. Do what you did against Ole Miss. Short passes, get down there, and then when you were down there, you rushed everybody to the side, and then you quarterback sneaked out the back door and scored a touchdown. And make no mistake, that game against Ole Miss, on that final drive, Beck was throwing darts.
He was exceptional.
Yeah, he was great.
Like I said, that was Ole Miss, and not to poo-poo on Ole Miss. Ole Miss was a great team, but this is Indiana in a title game, much different circumstances.
But that's what I'm saying. Exactly, you're right. But we just saw him get them to the 40-yard line, just taking the short stuff, like he did against Ole Miss. Don't go for the home run. I think we're saying the same thing. Like there's no reason for it, because even if you scored on that bomb or whatever, the 40-yard pass, even if you scored right there, you're still given the Heisman Trophy winner 50 seconds to score a touch, getting a field goal range. Now, again, you got to score when you can. I get it, but man, it's just, I don't know. You just can't make that play. You can't make that play.
Yeah.
Because the wide receiver even said,
"You can't make that play and miss."
Yeah, right. Marion said in his post interview, I didn't even know he threw me the ball because I was just a decoy on the play.
You see that? Yes, I heard that.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm not even turning. I'm just shooting straight. Because he's saying because it's a read. It's a wide receiver read. He goes for the fly route, right? If it's 1-on-1, he'll turn and look for the ball. But if the safety comes up, he's not supposed to look for the ball, because now you've done your job. It's Beck's job to check it down at that point and look for somewhere else. Don't force it in there and then grossly underthrow it by 10 yards.
Grossly, yeah. I was like, man, who was he? Yeah. Who was he trying to even go? Go ahead, E. I'm sorry.
Like even if okay, you for whatever reason you saw something that nobody else on the field saw, for you to throw that pass, you still have to throw it to where only your receiver can get
Correct.
it. That should have been an overthrow, and then you live to
fight another day
for another down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even if you wanted to change the optics, because again, they really wasn't taking deep shots on each other like that. So if you wanted to change the optics for the defense, like, oh, he's throwing deep. Okay, well let's change the coverage a little bit just in case if they do that again. Okay, fine. But yeah, that it was just a bad decision, man. Bad decision, bad pass.
Bad.
I mean, when I saw it live and he was going deep, I thought he was wide open. Come on, there's no way he's gonna make this pass if the guy's not wide open by himself in the end zone. That's my train of thought. When I said, I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God! Just a opportunity missed, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just like you said too, on the block point. I mean,
oh my God!
Not on the block point, on the point. When he tried to make a play, down on the 5. Listen, man, just like what Ryan said, all you youngsters out there, if you're standing at the 10-yard line receiving a punt, and you looking up and that thing is going to go over your head, don't play with it. Let it go over your head. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a touchback. Play it safe. Don't be
play it safe. Because
today, let's go to that punt real quick. The block punt. And as you know, we was talking about it in real time. It was like, I was like, okay. And then the punter, he looked like he was taking all day.
All day.
Yes.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Kev. The guy acted like he was trying to kick an 80-yard punt. Dude, just get the shit out. And then I don't know.
In practice.
Yeah, and then I don't know why on every punt he always has to run 2 yards to the right, then kick it. Dude, just kick it straight. That's why it got blocked, because he ran into the guy who whipped on the block.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, like, oh man.
I just thought it was me. I was like, why is he taking so long to kick it? I said, man, this dude.
Yeah.
And voila, boom, he blocked it, man. I was like, man, what are we doing over here? What are we doing over here, man? Good point. But I know that grinded Ryan's gears, man. He's like, yo, what is he doing? I mean,
go ahead. Obviously, that's how he kicks, and that's how he punts. And I mean, it's 87's fault. Like Dan mentioned, it's 87's fault. Because he didn't even put a hand on the guy. So the punter has to think, okay, you're at least gonna chip him to give me some time. You know what I'm saying? But then it's a bang bang play. He's just probably kicking the way he always kicked. So I get it. So technically you can't blame the kicker. I mean the punter, you can't blame him. You have to blame the guy who don't even get a hand on a guy and get on a safe punt, by the way. Because remember, it was 4th and 1.
Right.
They don't want to get a penalty. So they're playing it safe. And they still block it because 87, who's dropped so many balls. I mean, the one thing you had to do was just chip the guy. You don't even got to block him clean. Just slow him down a little bit.
Slow him down. That's it.
Right.
Slow him down. That was absolutely. Go ahead.
Can I make one other point? Yeah, and can the defensive coordinator for Miami just get number 24 off the island by himself one time and give him some help? My God, it was a back shoulder throw on every 4th down play. They target number 24. And don't get me wrong, he's had a good season. And I also want to point out that their best DB, Frederic, got hurt in the second half because he was awesome. Mm-hmm. He had like three pass deflections. Remember the first one in the end zone when he deflected, and he got hurt. So he got hurt and he was out of the game. And so, but my thing is they didn't even target on Keontae Scott's side, the guy who got the pick 6 against Ohio State. We didn't call his name one time because Indiana said we're not passing to his side. We're going to target number 24 all day long. And Miami's defensive coordinator did not make the adjustment, and they kept leaving 24 on the island by himself. He gave up at least 3 third down conversions and the 2 fourth down conversions on those plays with the back shoulder. So you got to change that up, man. You can't give them the same look. They're too good. And their best play, they love the back shoulder pass. They've been doing it all season. That's their go-to.
That's their go-to. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We doing it, man. So
It's lonely on the island. You don't have no blanket.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Get a man some safety help.
Yes. Give him.
like,
Yes. My bad. Go ahead.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
No, it's almost comical, man, because it's like, yo, what film have you guys been looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like for defense as Miami, for as good as Miami, for them to be rolling in the way that they have, playing ferociously and all this other stuff, little details like that should not be missed. Should not be missed, especially in the second, especially in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Look, guys, they've been doing this all game, all
Amen.
year. Look,
absolutely.
Prepare for it, especially after Ryan just highlighted that they're not even throwing to the other side of the basic.
Nope. Not even throwing to the. I mean, we didn't call Keontae. We didn't call his name not one. Scott's name one time because they refused to throw to his side. Refused. So give the guy some. Give 24 some safety help, and maybe he can be more aggressive on the back shoulder play. I remember he did defend one time. He defended, so I'll give him his kudos for that. He did have a nice deflection when he broke on the ball, almost got a pick actually, and he knocked it down. And my God, another thing, for as great as Mesidor and Bain and the defensive tackle number 99 are getting to the quarterback, what the hell are the Canes linebackers doing? They're always out of position. How the hell I thought for a fact on that Mendoza quarterback sneak at 4th and 5, they had him.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how the hell did he get out of that? Like number 31 and number 1, the linebackers. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all gotta be better than that.
Yeah.
Gotta be better than that, man. You have to make that tackle.
Let me just point out some things, man. I think this is a therapy session for Ryan. We love it, man. That's what we do in this show, man. Yeah, we talk sports and sometimes it's a therapy session, man. 87.
We in South Florida, man. You know what I'm saying?
87 is Alex Ballman. He's a senior, man. That's the one that didn't chip the run over there that blocked the point. I forgot the dude's name for Indiana, but yeah, Alex Ballman. He missed that assignment. Like you said, Ryan, had he just chipped him a little bit, put him out of position, maybe he doesn't block the punt. That changes the trajectory of the game and how some things go. Let me just hit some highlights before we get out of here. Before my screen went there. Fernando Mendoza, he's a Heisman Trophy winner. He leads the team with poise, resilience, and key plays in high pressure moments. And he's also a local hero down here in South Florida. Ryan, what high school did he went to? He went to, was it Christopher? I'm trying to think of what high school.
Is it Archbishop?
I
don't know. I'm not too sure, but he literally lived a mile away from University of Miami in the Grove. Yep. So he's literally there. He was a 2-star recruit, didn't get any offers. He wanted to go to Miami and walk on, and the other regime told him no. Yeah. And
dad played there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he thought
no. His dad didn't play for the Canes. They played in high school. They played in high school together.
High school.
Cristobal and Mendoza's dad played high school ball together, and yeah, So they were high school buddies, and yeah. I mean, again, man. Mendoza at Cal was okay. He wasn't anything special, but you go to a program that's bringing in adults. You know what I'm saying? So
now, wait a minute, Ryan. Now we know this is adults, man. This is what the NCAA wanted, man. So they got the adults.
Oh, no, absolutely. They're playing within the rules.
Yeah, they're playing within the rules, man.
No.
So this is what the NCAA wanted. You got Mark Cuban over there. He's a donor and he's an alumni, man. So hey, let me get some adults over here, some 26 and 27-year-olds. What's the average age? What's the average age of Indiana again?
24.
24 years old.
That's 2 years out of college.
A bunch of egg odors on the team. Damn.
Let me get back to some of my points.
Shout out to Ed Cota.
Yes.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
No doubt, man. So, that's definitely crazy. And this is the the mighty SEC. Boy, this is the third year in a row that the
I'm glad you touched on it. Yeah,
the third year in a row that the Big Ten has won the national championship. Go ahead, E.
No, I was just going to ask. Are we going to touch on the mighty SEC and their them seemingly to have butterfingers when it comes to national championship these last few years?
Yeah, last time the team is
they made now not to poo on them. Let's not get it twisted. They do have the best talent, but it's not being represented well here in the title games, bringing the title home, I should say.
Yeah, I would say this. They you can see how last year Ohio State, right, and then the year before that was Michigan that won. And everybody's talking the mighty SEC over here, and not over here, not with us, but I'm just saying, people, there is a SEC bias, I think, sometimes, and Ryan will probably tell you Alabama didn't belong in the playoffs this year,
or Oklahoma. Alabama and Oklahoma didn't deserve it.
So. It's just one point. It's something to just point out. Let me just talk about the Hurricanes real quick. Some of their resilience. The Hurricanes showed heart with second half adjustments. A young upcoming team despite the loss. Ryan, what's your thoughts on Miami and what's coming with their future?
Oh no, their future's bright, man. They're gonna have a nice recruiting class coming in, and now you're gonna see the South Florida Miami 305 kids. Now they're gonna want to stay and go to Miami. Remember, Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, the best wide receiver in the nation, is from Miami, and he even said, "Hey, if the Canes was winning and the program wasn't, where it was supposed to be, I would have been a Cane." So now they're gonna get everybody. They're gonna get everybody from South Florida is gonna come and try to be a part of this, and they're about to sign Mendoza from Duke. So the quarterback from Duke. So they're looking good. The Canes are not going anywhere. Wow. The Canes are gonna be really good. They get Fletcher back. So Fletcher has one more season left. Malachi Tony's coming back. They got some kids coming in the transfer portal, wide receivers, some freshman wide receivers coming. They should be getting announcing a lot of signings from the transport portal. I think what happened was because they were in the national championship game, they didn't want to announce the signing, to be a distraction or anything like that. So they're supposed to get the number one linebacker. Where's he from? Oh my God, I forgot what school he was from. The number one linebacker in the portal, and they need linebacker help because, like I said, their linebackers are always out of position to me, man. So yeah, but no, the Canes are going to be really good. Really good. They got the best left tackle in basically coming. They gave him a big NIL deal, and also Jordan Seaton from Colorado, who was a number one tackle 2 years ago that went to Colorado. He's in the transfer portal, and he's down between Oregon, LSU, and Miami. So that's going to be a big bidding war for Jordan Seaton because he's leaving Colorado.
Wow, E, what's your thoughts on this before we wrap up?
Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that it was a very good game. It was entertaining. Most people had Indiana just bulldozing Miami, and I'm just glad that Miami hung in there. They made their adjustments and they got back into the game. Of course, they didn't make all the right adjustments, but it's baby steps, man. You can't just, Indiana went through this last year. You know what I'm saying? And the years prior, they steadily building this team up, and they finally got to the promised land. Shout out to them. Miami just got to do the same thing. It's like what Ryan said. Now that the U is back, depending on what your eyes look like, at least they're on the horizon of coming back. When the U is back, they're doing this consistently year in and year out. That's what I will say. I say it kiddingly, but we all know. We all know how powerful the U is when they are the U. But that pipeline down there in Florida is special, man. So if now that they're back on the come up and they can go ahead and get their homegrowns in, Miami's gonna be a problem for years to come.
Gotcha, man. Listen, I'll just put a bow on this, man. Good game. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. The players, more or less, was entertaining. This is what college football wanted, and they're looking to expand. I know. So we'll see for next year what they do. I think one of the things they got to fix is the transfer portal thing. We'll talk about on Thursday some of the things that's going on with the transfer portal. I'm just literally reading an article. It says Duke files a lawsuit against star quarterback Darian mentioned over a transfer request. We'll get into that on Thursday, man. So it's just a lot going on with college football. But for one night only, the stars aligned, and it was a very good game. Indiana winning the game 27-21. So, like I said, we want to get in and get out with this, man. We just didn't want this to go to Thursday, man. We wanted to cover this, man. And shout out to Dan, who was in the comments. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to my folks at 19 Media Group for chiming in. Thank you, fellas. And all the ladies and gents over there at the 19 Media Group, man. I had a good time hanging out with them at Podfest this past weekend, man. So listen, we're going to get on out of here. Thank you, crew. The Angry One and Ryan that came through tonight, man. D-Dubs was on the production side in the back, man. Appreciate him. Hey, yo, listen, we're going to get our hat on behalf of myself. I'm Kevin Owan, your host and moderator for the Angry One, and for Ryan and the rest of the crew of the Chasers, man. This is the Sports Chasers. Y'all be good, be great, and be blessed. Hey, we'll catch you Thursday night with our Thursday night live show. Y'all be good. Peace.
You've been locked in with Sports Chasers, where conversation doesn't follow trends, it follows the game. If you rock with the discussion, tap in, subscribe, and join the community that keeps sports real. Until next time, stay locked, stay sharp, and keep chasing sports the right way.